Welcome to the Strategic Cybersecurity channel, brought to you by NKFP. Uh, Today, we are going to start a new series of episodes, and the main topic we're going to dive into what is take to change the mindset from a security engineer to be a CISO of a new generation. So, if you are still thinking like a technician as a CISO, you are going to setting up yourself for failure, basically. And today we are going to show you why this mindset shift is going to have a huge difference between your security strategy being viewed as a cost centers and being a strategic business enabler. So most security engineer that want to become CISOs, they are falling into the following technical trap, as I can say. Most CISOs, they are coming from a security engineer background. So they have, at the beginning of the career, most technical roles. Their default technical solution for business problem. And they're speaking in technical and acronymic jargon. And what is the result of this approach? So you are coming from a more technical background. You are defaulting to technical solution for business problem, and you are speaking in acronyms and technical jargon. What is going to be the result according to you? You are going to be marginalized in business decision. You are not going to be called to assist at any board presentation. Why? Because your cybersecurity strategy that you have laid out is not aligned with the business goal of the enterprise. What is the business shift that you have? The first business transformation, you have to understand that to view security as a business risk management, you have to speak the language of revenue and profits. You have to align your cybersecurity strategy with the business objective so that you can position yourself as a strategic business partner. You should understand the reason of existence of the business, how the business is making revenues, what are the critical assets that is used by the process that are making the most money for the enterprise, for the organization. What are the key 4 pillars of this transformation? You should think now about revenue protection. What does it mean? The cybersecurity strategy that you're going to lay out, this is going to protect the income stream that is making the most money for the organization. You are going to quantify this revenue in terms of risk, and this is going to give you a customer trust as a competitive advantage, because once your security strategy is protecting the incoming streams that is generating value for the organization. When you can quantify revenue in terms of risk, your organization is going to have one competitive advantage, that is the customer trust, because now with all those privacies and data protection regulation, having a competitive trust differentiator is going to drive more revenue for organization. The second key pillar of this business mindset shift for security engineers that want to be CISOs is you should also integrate cost optimization. Your cybersecurity strategy should be efficient, and you should streamline mundane automotive tasks. And you should, on your cybersecurity strategy, all the repetitive and mundane tasks should be automated. This will prevent expensive incidents. So if you're going to reduce the cost, this is going to reduce the cost of the budget by introducing AI, for example, to automate most and just reserved for analysis for human, and all the repetitive tasks will be done through automation. The third business pillar will be how do you view growth enabler. If security doesn't allow the business to grow, it means that security is done wrong. So security should be viewed as a business enabler. And this is where you remember in the previous episode, we're talking about compliance, right? Compliance here is going to open new market for the organization. Let's face it. You want to extend your organization, for example, to Europe. You have to be, for example, GDPR compliant if you are using EU citizen data in your organization. So being compliant here on this specific case, but within the part of this overall cybersecurity strategy that is aligned with the business goal, this is going to enable opening new market, because you will be get compliant, so you will be able to operate without have the risk of being fined by regulators. And this also is going to, you are going to enable trust for partnership also, because sometimes when you have merger and acquisition, the security posture of both organizations are put on the table, and this is a growth enabler. So you see how your cybersecurity strategy is viewed as a growth enabler, cost optimization, and the last one of this, the fourth business pillar mindset shift, is risk management. You should ensure that your business continuity assurance is in place, and this will also your reputation protection should be also in place. So if we take some example, once you have all those four pillars ingrained in your mindset, if you want, before you will have said something like this, you need endpoint detection and response. If you ask this to a business executive that you need endpoint detection and response in the organization, you will be viewed as a cost centers, right? But in business terms, with this new mindset shift, you can say that you need to reduce our incident response cost by 40%, for example. It's the same objective that you want to attain, but the way you portray the message is totally different. So this is the kind of business shift that you have to ingrain on a daily basis, so that you have to understand that you are not protecting technology. We are protecting business value. And when you speak business, you get results. So we are not protecting technology. We are protecting business value. When you speak business, you get business results. Thank you.